Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Joe.
Weezy, our producer of the show, is in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
It's your boy Weezy.
What's poppin', Weezy?
What's going on?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
You shaved your mustache and stuff.
No, I did.
Yeah,
I lined it up.
Now you
It's
got a little
lined
trim.
up. It's lined. I lined it up.
Jay, I got eyes. I can see.
Shout out to my barber.
No,
You know,
no.
that means you do doing
No.
the work.
You trimmed it up, man.
No, I promise you, bro. This is lined up, bro.
Bruh, I got
It's no shade,
vision.
no-
I'm looking at you.
Listen, our listeners know we
Uh-huh.
always participate in No Shave November.
You're not participating.
And this is lined up,
I'm
man.
out here.
Yeah, I'm out here too. I'm out here looking rough. And you out here
Not
looking like you
lined
got a
up.
number 6 right there.
You got no point to number
Yeah,
6.
you got number 6, dude.
I'm lined up. For sure.
If you want to say that,
Yeah.
but
How
I
you
got
doing,
eyes,
Jeff?
man.
I'm good, man.
Camera's always on.
Camera's
Jeff.
always on.
Camera's always on, Jeff.
Goodness.
What we got up for the show today, Weezy?
Today, man, we are discussing the Hall of Fame chances of some of your NFL and NBA players, man.
Most definitely.
Should they stay or should they go? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I'm
Most
ready.
definitely.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with that?
Yeah. You were. Yeah, you was rolling right there.
We gonna roll with that.
Since you rolling, what's your best of the week, man?
My best of the week
Yeah.
was Jerry Jones, man. How he told Roger Goodell. He's going to give him the best he got, man.
Yeah.
He's coming after Roger Goodell.
Yeah, we're gonna
He
talk
should.
about
talk
that.
about that.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
for
my
sure.
best of the week.
That's your best of the week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll talk about if it's gonna work.
Right.
For sure. What about you, Jim?
Man, the whole show.
Oh man, we're gonna share that one for sure,
We
man.
had a good time out there, man.
Most definitely, man.
FSP.
FSP,
It was
man.
in the building.
FSP out,
Yeah,
man.
we had a good
Most
time.
definitely.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Everybody was there on time?
Yeah.
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 Good show.
It was a good show. What was the best song of the show, part of the show for you guys?
For me, it was
Yeah.
Balls on Hard.
Boss so hard.
I can see that. That's your era.
I can see that. Yeah. What about you, Jeff?
Allure with the Dead President versus.
Tough.
Yeah, that was something.
Tough.
Right? I like that.
It's tough.
What about you?
Heart of the City, man.
Yeah, that was choir rehearsal.
That was gospel. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Everybody singing the clap
Woo!
along.
Hey, no, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that was it.
Man, if there's any like discussion of who's the GOAT, man,
That's all.
it's
Yeah,
you know,
that's all.
like so many hits,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So many.
He was there for an hour and a half, and it was still a song we were saying he could have done.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure, man.
As a rapper, that's deep.
Yeah, for sure. And it's one of those things, especially being a rapper, to be 47 and still getting out there putting out new music, even though the 444 record didn't translate as well. Not outside of the car. It's a great car listen. It's not a good concert listen.
Some of the
Smile's dope.
Yeah. The Damian Marley song.
Bam.
Bam.
Yeah.
That's a great
Yeah.
performance record.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying, though. A lot of those are more.
It's just a... Yeah, my bad, Joe.
How you doing?
It's just a handful of hip-hop artists that I think that could just rock a whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Do rock the whole show.
Oh, for sure. It ain't no question.
Him, maybe Kanye.
Yeah, for sure.
Drake, maybe.
Drake got some
Yeah,
hits.
Drake got some hits. Drake
Tell you got some hits, man. T.I. got some hits, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Jeezy got some hits, y'all.
Hey, not for real.
I don't
What
think
we doing
Rock
right
did.
now?
You know what?
I've seen T.I. open up for Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
So, yeah. He
Wayne got some hits, too.
Wayne got
Can
some
Ross rock a whole show like that?
Yeah, Ross got some shit.
Ross live performance.
Yeah.
He was out to be asked for.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but he like now though. He's a pair.
It's not that. It's just his show.
Yeah.
He's too cool to perform.
He's a pair now though.
Yeah, but he's too cool to perform. There you go.
What about our
He
worst
is
of
a
the week?
pair.
Definitely a pair. Weezy, what's your worst of the week, man?
Oh, man, I don't have worst of the week this week.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you had a good week.
Yeah, I was chilling this week.
That's a good week. Yeah, for sure. What about you?
Can I go in? Can I go in?
Super pause.
Yeah, pause. I don't need to pause nothing. Gotta do this.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So Nathan Peterman
Oh.
is our quarterback in Buffalo now.
Okay.
As of press time, he
Mhm.
has 4 interceptions
Mm.
in his first 6 possessions.
Mm.
We benched Tyrod, who has 3 interceptions for the year.
For the whole year. Yeah. Shout out to our brothers in the On Deck TV Hip Hop
I
Podcast
just-
group chat.
I just don't understand.
Yeah,
Like,
it's okay.
I know we tanking.
For sure.
Yeah, you know, I know what it was. You mentioned playoffs in Buffalo. People get scared.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, they don't want to do that. We
Mm-mm.
want another draft pick.
For sure.
It's hard to be a fan right now.
For sure,
I mean,
man.
it's rough.
Trust me, listen, my Gators.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh,
My
speaking of
Bulls.
that, my Seminoles,
Come on now.
we put up 70 points on Delaware State like we was doing something.
Yeah.
And put in the mercy
We
room.
need UAB, dog. Come on. 33-7
I'm
UAB.
sorry.
Nah, I get it.
I had a whole other worst of the week before.
Yeah.
Nah,
Nah, that makes sense. My worst of the week is Jennifer Hudson, man.
that was my worst. That was my other one.
She belly up,
She
man.
cheated on her fiance of 10 years with a gospel producer and kicked him out of the house because he found out about it.
When you say him, you mean the
The
fiancé.
husband. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the fiance. Come on, J Hud.
Shout out to David Otunga, man. He's a WWE wrestler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lawyer, got
Yeah.
a degree, got her in her best shape. Of
Bro,
her
he
life.
got her working
You know
out.
what I mean?
And
That's
then,
how you gonna
and
do
then,
it.
okay, then the Lord's work. You out here with the Lord's work. He's a gospel producer.
They get you every time. They think that.
Whoa, chill.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe.
That's just like Jill Scott. Jill Scott got out of there. And guess what the husband said? She's just so mean.
Yeah.
Can't you see her being
When
mean?
Jill won't Jill get. Hey,
Jill-
I read that. Y'all can see all that.
Hey, listen,
He was going through it.
There's nothing wrong for that.
guys running a different ship, Jeff.
Yeah.
For sure.
That wouldn't work, though.
And hell no, it ain't gonna work. Nah,
Yeah.
not on my ship.
Not at all.
Hell no.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Simply search Full Sport Press Podcast.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Now, Jeff, you up? Tinker Wrestling
Gonna
Seconds.
make it quick, man.
You ready to go?
You know it.
Start the clock.
Survivor Series is tonight. One of the big 4 pay-per-views of the year. We got AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar and The Shield versus The New Day. I personally cannot wait. Gotta get to the crib.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Tinker Wrestling Seconds, for sure.
Shout out to Jill Scott, though.
Shout out to Jill Scott. Oh, so you used to live in Franklin?
Yeah, work
Shoot your
together.
shot season. Oh, really? Oh, man. We'll talk.
Yeah.
What's that? Shit.
Make sure you check out the Old Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Luke each and every Wednesday. The most influential rappers of the past decade episode is up. You guys have a chance to check that out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Good show. Really great
Yeah,
show that the guys do over there on Deck TV, a hip hop podcast. Their influences are a little different than mine,
Yeah.
but shout out to them,
Yeah.
for sure.
We're going to leave it at that, right?
Yeah, no, for
Fight
sure.
with
Oh, that's
AB, man.
Yeah, those my guys, man. Most influential rappers of the decade, of the past decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And did not mention a couple of people that were very influential, but hey.
We're going to leave it at
And
that.
we gonna leave it.
Nah, who they didn't mention? I want to know.
Oh, you check out this podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
you
who
press
they didn't
play.
mention?
Just press play. The Ladies Room Podcast. You can check out Rizzo and Anne Marie to find out what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. The latest episode should be up. Should be dropping soon, too. For sure, you can catch up on past episodes and follow the Ladies Room Podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies. Most definitely. Me and Animal Brown, man. Fresh for Dummies. A self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You can get your latest issue, the Black Friday release breakdown, directly for the culture. And follow the show IG page at Fresh for Dummies on all social media. You guys are excited about Black Friday?
I like my sanity. I kind
For
of stay
sure.
away from it.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
But it's some good deals out there.
Yeah, some good deals. If you can't get them online, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, for real.
Most definitely. I'm not getting out there.
It's
amongst
Cyber
that
Monday.
crap. Yeah, I'm Cyber Monday.
Definitely Cyber Monday.
Almost. Come on now.
It's
Yeah.
Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
You Cyber J though.
Cyber Ho. Holla at me. Check me out. Yeah.
Cyber.
Been like that for a song.
Oh man, make sure you read it.
How long now?
It's been a long run.
Long
Yeah,
run
for sure.
for
Kobe
Cyber
Bryant run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Just make sure you read up on your favorite FSP co-hosts. Purchase your FSP merchandise and catch up on past episodes from other shows on the network. And how do you do that, you ask? Simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. RMG.
Most definitely. Question of the week, fellas.
Go.
Oh,
No more pills.
thank God.
Please.
Come on.
Yeah, that was my last week talking about the pills. Would you guys rather have whatever you're thinking show above your head in a thought bubble for everybody to see, or have absolutely everything you do live stream for the world to see?
I don't know about people that think. I think
Is it?
crazy
Wait.
shit.
Yeah,
Hold on.
thought bubble.
Thought
So
bubble.
what
At
I'm
all
thinking right
times?
now, all times, like a text message thread above your head.
And then live stream my life.
Live stream like the Truman Show. So you go straight to www.jeffsworld.com and you can see exactly what you're doing 24 hours a day.
I do that.
Because you can control that,
Yeah.
for sure.
Some wild
That's
like run through your mind.
You-
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Yeah.
you understand? You can actually control it. What about you, Weezy?
I don't want to know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-mm.
Wait, I was going to get you. I ain't, ain't no telling what's up there. Ain't no telling what's up there, for
I
sure.
don't even know what it is sometimes.
I know. We know. It ain't no question that you don't know what the hell be going on up there sometimes, my brother. It ain't no question about that. Shout out to Weezy, man. Now, tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell two friends.
To tell the friends that are smart, man. Not like a good smart friend. Good intellectual friend, man, that you can have a good conversation with.
Yeah.
Because you're not talking to that heater that's over there.
Tell us friends, man.
Tell a friend.
Where you going with that, bro?
I'm just saying, the revolution will be podcast.
The revolution will be podcast.
For sure. Nothing specific, my brother. Before we get started with the first half, Weezy, do you have a poll question for the people?
Yes, sir.
Let the people hear.
I do. Poll question this week is,
Mm-hmm.
which veteran college football coach has the best chance to land a job in 2018?
Okay.
Les Miles, Bob Stoops, Mac Brown, or Hugh Freeze?
Hugh Freeze. Okay. The best chance.
The best chance. I think it's, here we go.
Yeah, you got it.
I think it's Bob Stoops.
I don't think Stoops a coach again. So, What you got?
I got Les Miles.
I got less coaching in 2018.
Yeah.
I just don't think anybody else. First off, Hugh Freeze is hot. He's on fire. Nobody really want that. Bob Stoops is, I don't see him leaving unless it's a job that's like a huge job. Like, say, Notre Dame. One of those huge jobs.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. So, I don't see him coming out of retirement. Hugh Freeze, of course, we said was hot. And Les Miles. And somebody else. Who's the first person?
Bob Stoops.
No, we said Stoops already.
Les Miles, Bob Stoops.
Yeah.
Freeze.
You just said it, though. Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm doing what I'm thinking.
Nah, that's okay. Yeah, I see. Mac Brown. Mac Brown will definitely. He needs to go on home. Take him on out the pasture. Get a little. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard for him to. You can't relate to 66-year-old Mac Brown coming into you. What is he going? Come on, man.
Coming to your house.
Yeah, come on.
Get your kids on the
Mac, Mac still. I got this new CD.
He calls his house and everything.
Nick Saban does it?
Yeah, Nick Saban. Listen,
that's different.
Now Nick Saban's still in it.
Yeah.
Now Mac Brown's been out like 3 or 4 years. Maybe longer than that.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Mac's done. Yeah, Mac's definitely done. Let us know what y'all think, man. Eric, ready to get started with this first half?
Yes, sir.
Let's go, man.
The first half is underway.
First half, man. Hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week before we get started. I'm Jay Hope.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What's cracking?
Weezy, where can they find you at on social media?
FSP_Weezy on Twitter.
Nope.
IG.
Yep. Got a cheat sheet right in front of you every week, for sure.
FSP_Weezy.
Yep, every week. Every damn week.
I'm there,
Sure.
bro.
Most definitely. What about you, Jeff? Where you at with it?
Yeah.
Jay Easley 84 on all social media platforms.
Yeah.
Coach Lock right here, man.
Sure. Shout out to Coach Lock.
I think he GQ right here for real.
Yeah.
He hired everybody.
Nah, he ain't like that. I'm Jay Hope everywhere, man. Catch me, Ken. I'm Gingerbread, man. Let's talk some college football, fellas.
Let's do it.
College football recap, week 12. Who we got as a winner? Who want to go first?
I'll take it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Miami defense and the turnover chain.
Turnover chain popping.
Turnover chain is popping. They said the turnover chain is heavy.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on with that chain.
Yeah, for sure.
They were down 28-21.
Mm-hmm.
Got that pick six against Virginia.
Yeah.
And it was rolling at that point.
Yeah.
It was over with. The bottom fell out for Virginia. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
that's definitely a trap. Could have been a trap game for them.
It was. Shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was all right.
They got out of there. For
Yeah.
sure. What about you, Will?
I went with FAU, man.
FAU. I knew you were going to find a way to get lane kicked every week. Every damn week.
FAU, man. They won 7 in a row, man.
7 in a row.
Yeah.
They're rolling right now.
Western Conference champs in the Conference USA.
For sure, yeah.
You know,
Good.
first to first.
Yeah.
Talk to him, Will.
Yeah.
First to first.
First to first. Shout out
That's,
to Lane
that's what
Kiffin.
happens when you get one of the best offensive minds. You know, that's one of the best offensive minds. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you the fact.
Chip Kelly's way more.
Chip Kelly don't have a job. No, Chip Kelly don't have a job.
He'll have a job come in the
Soon
next
come.
couple of weeks.
Soon come.
Soon come a job, Jeff.
I'm telling you, if he wasn't one of the best, Lane Kiffin wouldn't. I mean, Nick Saban would never ever hire him.
I get that. I see what you're saying.
And I see what you're saying. He got him there, and he was like, "Please get him the hell out of here."
No, he won
That
a
ego
championship.
too big.
He won him a championship.
No,
He lost 2 games.
no head coach can play second fiddle to anybody, man.
I guarantee
Yeah,
they
he got
both
him out
20 years younger with a fist fight.
Yeah, for sure.
And he had him out of there.
Yeah, he got him out of there.
on different reasons. We'll talk about it out there.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. My winner is Wisconsin, man. This is the thing about Wisconsin. The defense has a strong case for being one of the best in college football, Power 5 at that.
Yeah.
And the offense has a freshman that's outplaying Cam Akers, man. Let's just be real.
Be real.
Yeah, no, for sure. That kid is legit. He's balling. And then they beat Michigan. They just didn't beat a cupcake team.
This is the first test they had all year.
They beat Michigan 24-10.
First test they had all year.
So
Let's be real.
and they got and they got Minnesota next week, which is then they'll have to probably play Ohio State. So in turn, they did everything that they can, and I got a reason, and that's the reason why I think they're in the top 4.
I didn't think they was gonna beat Michigan either.
Man,
Michigan has a really, really good defense.
Yeah, man, and
but Michigan can't score.
They have no quarterback. They gotta have a quarterback.
Jacob Eason, listen to me. Jacob Eason, listen.
Personal
Transfer. Because you're not going to play.
Nope.
OJ Fromm. It's just like, shit. It ain't your fault. You're just better.
Mm-hmm.
But, go to Michigan.
Ooh, I like that. What about Florida? What about coming to Florida? You can't transfer in the SEC.
Go to Michigan. In the Big Ten. Like Michigan. Go.
Go there.
Up. Yeah. You know what? Harbaugh got a good name in the NFL. Go.
Here we go.
Go.
Wise words from Weezy right there. Keep it going, Weezy. What's your loser for the week?
My loser for the week was UCLA.
UCLA.
And they fired their coach the next day.
Yeah. They got the best quarterback in the game.
No, they don't. We'll
talk about that. For sure.
I'm kind of piggybacking off what Weezy said, but Jim Moore getting fired on his birthday.
Come on,
slow down.
Come on, let's slow down. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's rough.
Gotta win, baby.
Have
some class.
But they're gonna show how important that rivalry is.
Yeah,
I respect that.
That's a huge rivalry.
Yeah, they couldn't take it no more.
They need some players up here. Come on, man. Help my boy out.
You really know that rivalry or Alabama Auburn?
Alabama Auburn.
I'm going to UCLA.
It's just different.
Ohio State, Michigan, tough too.
Florida State, Miami, when in they hate, it's something
special.
Yeah, it might be a fight.
Yeah, it probably is a fight. Give me Oklahoma State as a loser. Just 2 weeks ago, Weezy was saying they were on a clear road to the playoffs, and so you lose to Oklahoma, and then come on, man. Then you lose to TCU. Come on. Then Kansas State. Come on, man.
TCU defense is real, but they didn't have their quarterback.
But
the quarterback, that backup quarterback, I forgot his name. He played.
Yeah. You play yourself out of playoff contention for sure.
Yeah.
And you're not even playing a New Year's Six contention now.
Yeah,
so
that's tough.
Man, secondary ball. I wish we were playing in the secondary ball. You know, I had somebody that was a Ohio State fan say they lost 2 games. They're like, oh, shit, just a down year for us. Down year?
That's spoiled.
That's spoiled. We don't want 4 games.
I can show you a down year.
I can show you a down year. The hell?
Y'all got 6 wins now, right?
The hell? 6 what? 6 wins? We have 4 wins.
Oh, God. That's crazy. Tennessee, Florida, or Vanderbilt.
Florida State, add them in there.
I don't know.
If y'all beat us.
We got to beat y'all, then beat Citadel. Because we rescheduled that game. We'll get 6 wins. Yeah. Because that was the game. These last 2 games we were supposed to play when the Hurricane. Yeah. We rescheduled it to be bowl eligible. It was terrible.
Yeah, for sure.
We shouldn't need to play the Citadel. If I was a Citadel, I wouldn't show up.
Who's your player of the week, man? College football, Jeff.
Josh Rosen. In the loss.
Listen, you and me,
let's go. Stock went through the roof.
Through the window.
Name his numbers.
35 for 52 for 421 yards and 3 touchdowns.
In a loss.
With a lot less.
And with a lot less. And a coach that got canned today.
I didn't pull up Sam Darnold's numbers. But
I got him. 17 for 28 for 264 yards.
Yeah. How many touchdowns?
I don't know. But I'm sure it wasn't more than 3 than Josh Rosen. That's what I'm saying. Listen, man.
My first game watching them all. I watched a little bit of them, but West Coast games are late.
Mobility.
He's not mobile.
He's crazy. He's way more mobile than Josh Rosen. Than Sam Darnold. I'm telling you, he's mobile. He's way more mobile than we thought. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't say he's not an option.
Hell no. He's not Khalil Tate.
Right. No, he's a sitting duck.
No, I wouldn't say that either. He's getting the ball out quick enough, and he can make someone miss it.
Come on.
Like
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
No. He ain't more like Aaron Rodgers.
I'm just saying.
He may be. I don't see that.
I'm just saying. And you can't talk about how he throws.
No,
he throws.
He can throw football.
Oh, my God. Come on, man. Pick the part of y'all defense, Weezy. Yeah. Ain't even your team. And drops, penalties, missed field goals. This is the reason they lost that game. Didn't have anything to do with Josh Rosen. That's my player of the week, for sure. Who's your player of the week?
My player of the week was Mike White from WKU. 5 touchdowns, 485 yards, and overtime win.
Yeah. You ball. Have yourself a day, Mike White.
Your names. He was transferred from South Florida. Transferred from South Florida. Man.
Default name.
Yeah. Creative player.
My bad. So, as we know, Saturday's games largely went according to form with last week's. consensus top 4: Alabama, Miami, Clemson, and Oklahoma, all winning, right?
Right.
So who do you have as your top 4? And we'll start with number 4.
I got 2 scenarios though. So,
Oh shit.
Yeah. So mine's a little different.
Okay.
All right. So you're just asking who do I think makes the playoffs?
Yeah, that's a
So
yeah.
starting at number 4.
Yeah.
My first scenario is Ohio State.
No. Let's just do. You got to pick one, Jeff. You can't have 2 scenarios.
I can explain both though. Okay, give me Bama.
Bama at 4.
Bama at 4.
I got Miami at 4.
I got Wisconsin at 4. What about 3?
Oklahoma.
I got Clemson at 3.
I got Clemson at 3.
2.
Georgia.
Georgia. I got Oklahoma at 2.
I got Oklahoma at 2.
And 1.
Miami.
Come on, Jeff.
but I said this because if
Alabama.
Auburn beats Alabama next week, Auburn plays.
We've been talking about going. Okay.
But listen, Auburn beats Alabama next week.
Mhm.
Auburn goes to the SEC championship.
Mhm.
Alabama has done enough to make the playoffs anyway.
Mhm.
They can't be a 1, 2, or 3 seed. They're number 4. That's Alabama at 4 right there. No matter what.
That's true.
See what I'm saying?
That's
a big if. But no matter what, Alabama's there. Oklahoma's going to get there. If Georgia beats Auburn, they make the playoffs.
Right.
Georgia's number 2.
Right.
Miami go to walk through the ACC
Yeah.
and still undefeated. They're number 1. It's not. This is not far-fetched.
Not far-fetched
at all.
We looking this week though, Jeff. We talking about week 12. You looking. You talk about me.
No,
We gonna play the games in front of.
How I read the question
Right.
was that you said, "What do I choose?"
Right.
Is my college football playoff prediction.
Right.
That's how I figure. I figure
So you're
Alabama's
saying
losing next
I
week.
got you.
Alabama's
I get what
losing
you're
to Auburn
saying.
next week. Yeah.
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 That's not gonna happen though. You wanna make a little bet on
Nah,
that?
you know I'm trying to stop
You
you.
my
Trying
bad.
to stop you.
My bad.
I got
Keep you
Alabama.
put the no more betting with you. You got Alabama winning that.
I got.
Hmm?
I'm gonna win that game.
Okay. For sure.
But I got a bone to pick. SEC on the scheduling, man.
Mm.
They gotta quit scheduling the nine top 5 Power 5 conferences late in the year. I don't like that. Like Auburn played UNL Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had UAB.
Yeah,
Mm.
UAB. I never played Mercer.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Schedule them at the beginning of the season. At the end of the year, it's a dogfight.
I don't blame it. And the only reason I don't is because you got that big game at the end of the year.
So what?
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
part of it.
You're
So
in
what?
the game with your season on the line. You
The
got
Big 12 don't do that.
That ain't SEC though,
But they don't do
bro.
that.
that ain't SEC. You know what I'm saying?
Big 10 doesn't do it.
That ain't SEC.
I'm just saying, guys. They don't, you know.
I see. No, I get it. It does. This was a down week as far as like
Yeah.
big games or whatever. But next week it picks right back up. You know what I mean?
Oh, most definitely. FSP, man. Fantasy football 2017 12-man league. Moving on to some NFL football.
Shit.
Let's see. Me and Weezy.
Oh, you want to go first?
No, I mean that was the.
Let's just do it.
Nah,
Just do it.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
saying.
Go ahead.
So me and Weezy tipped off this week, Super Bowl.
Mm.
I'm up 166 to 113 right now.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, Brandon Cooks is cooking for you though, man. He got 5 catches for 133 yards, man. He's cooking. But I had AB and I had Keenan Allen. So yeah. So I'm projected to win 197 to 144.
I can see that.
It was your week.
In my
It was
week.
your
Yeah,
week.
Antonio Brown came out to play.
My week for sure. Let's move on to Jeff, man. Ooh.
Ugh.
That's for you. Oh, you were playing Coach Brown,
Uh-huh.
and you are up 71 to 58, and you're projected to win 106 to 90. Yeah. So, yeah, good week, man. Yeah, for sure. Tough week.
Nice winning streak.
Yeah, nice and winning streak. You want to talk about that?
I'm not saying too
Yeah,
much.
you're just playing the
Just
week.
playing week by week.
Yeah, for sure.
Get back into contention, baby.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sean Watts, shout out to Sean Watts, man. He's playing against the 1-9 Cam Newton's exposed Achilles. Ooh. Listen, Sean Watts. Ooh.
Don't do that.
Sean Watts.
Oh man.
Sean Watts getting him off the schneid, man. Reagan is up 135. Well, he's up 111 to 62. And he's projected to win 135 to 106, man.
Dang, Sean.
Tough sliding.
Right into Sean Watts' concert.
Shout out to Sean Watts, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, man. Rough. Moving on, DP. Shout out to DP, man. DP was at the concert.
Yeah. Well.
Show them TDs. He's up 101 and playing against Squeak to 88. Now, DP is projected to lose, though, 114 to 119.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Now, and shout out to Twin. Twin is playing against Bro. Twin is up 91-64, and Twin is projected to win 109-100. Tough sledding for Bro, man. Yeah, man. And last but not least, shout out to Coach Wayman playing against AB. Coach Wayman is up 95-70, and he's projected to win 115-98. So, and AB, he was talking a little shit. I'm sliding. I got like a 4-game winning streak. Ooh. Looking rough for you, young. But yeah, man. Shout out to the FSP 12-man Fantasy Football League, man.
How many teams make the playoffs?
The rumor is 4.
Huh? No, put me in this fucking league no more. I'm like Coach Locke. I'm not getting this shit no more for real.
Yeah.
For real. Rumors 4?
14.
Who's the commissioner this week?
Jeff?
No!
Jeff.
I don't even have the password.
Yeah, it's you.
14
It's
playoffs.
It was like that from the beginning.
It's been like the playoffs
for
was
the last
starting
2
week
years.
16, 17.
And you cut your beard and everything this week.
I did not cut my
Full of
beard,
shit.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I
you
didn't.
cut your beard.
No, I didn't. It's lined up.
Fuck the league up.
Oh, my God.
I'm pissed. Yeah,
Oh.
you did.
Oh.
Bro, I'm gonna get fined. That's all right. I'm gonna get fined this week, but I don't care.
Oh,
Pay
man.
for it.
Let's keep it in football. In the story a little close to home to me and J. Ho. Tennessee State University senior defensive end Latrell Lee was kicked off the Tigers football team and expelled from school after video of him punching strength and conditioning coach T.J. Greenstone during last week's game against Southeast Missouri surfaced. Several teammates have started to give Lee his degree campaign. Lee was scheduled to graduate early on December 9th with a degree in criminal justice and a 3.1 GPA.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. I mean, it's a kid just off his school, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of
You got some
rumors.
video.
He two
Yeah.
pieces. No, he 2 pieces.
It's 3.
3 to 4.
It's 3. It's 3
Yeah.
with a biscuit.
Yeah.
It's 3 with a biscuit. The thing about
He did that.
throwing, yeah, for sure. It throws me off. The Greenstone is a former Vanderbilt football player.
Yep.
So he played from 2007 to 2011. So in turn, I think he should be able to catch a punch. He's 5 years removed. He did, man.
He took that punch like he ain't never been in a fight.
Never been in a fight in his life, but you played DN.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's rough.
man.
But the kid deserved to be secure.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
It's
I
just-
think they should let him go ahead and walk. He's graduating, guys. He's supposed to graduate next week or next month.
Next month. Like
For sure.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks he's supposed to
Yeah.
graduate.
Come on, man. Let him graduate. Now,
Maybe not walk.
maybe not
Mail
walk,
him
but
his degree.
mail that man his degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Because if he's expelled, I looked it up. They didn't really have a timetable on when he could possibly come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Nah,
give him
man.
his degree.
Get a man his degree.
And he was graduating early.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Honor roll,
I don't know.
academic
I don't
honor
know,
roll.
man.
I
I don't know, because if you sit in the stands, you see that. That's embarrassing.
It is
True.
embarrassing
I mean,
for sure.
Imagine like if that was your cousin. Why you punch him like that? And
Yeah.
then people like, "Man, that's my cousin."
Everybody the end a little different.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
that.
Not for sure. That that dude.
yeah,
Yeah, not for sure. He hit the right one.
he hit the right one.
He hit the right one for sure. But that's just one of those things, man, where we don't really know what was going on, what was said, but at the same time, it's crazy.
You can't lose your cool
You
like
can't lose your cool like that.
that. And I'm a bad habit to lose my cool. You can't lose your cool like that.
You know, in the street, I was talking to a couple of guys I know to play college football. Shout out to D. Harris. He was like, nobody really likes a strength and conditioning coach
Oh, yeah.
because
I
he's
get
hired to piss you off.
Mm-hmm.
He's hired to push you to your next level and make sure
Right.
you get your backs reps up and do what you got to do, make you strong for the year.
Right.
So deep down inside, you really don't like dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you don't really know what transpired.
Well, they losing.
That's true.
They won the game. He's the coach that walks the line to tell you to get back. So you
Yeah.
don't get a penalty.
Get back, coach.
He's a get back coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot went wrong right there.
We'll have another insight from it. Coach Brown was talking about that during his halftime show.
Did anybody peep-out? Nobody, no other teammates
Yes,
got it.
Because they probably was looking like somebody supposed to have been there.
It's just what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
that's
no,
how
yeah.
Let's move on to the NFL, fellas.
Oh.
Fox Sports
Hey.
detailed their list for the top 12 QBs under 30 years old.
Oh.
This is a horseshit list. This is the craziest list I've
Yeah,
ever
it's
seen.
probably accurate. Go ahead.
No, it's straight.
Nah,
Nah, listen.
no.
Number 12 was Jameis Winston. Number 11 was Cam Newton. Number 10 was Derek Carr. Number 9 was Jared Goff. Number 8 was Matthew Stafford. Number 7 was Deshaun Watson. Number 6 was Kirk Cousins. Number 5 was Marcus Mariota. Number 4 was Andrew Luck. Number 3 was Dak Prescott. Number 2 was Carson Wentz. Number 1 was Russell Wilson. That's the most trash list of quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life.
They got
Russell Wilson.
They got number 1 right.
Right.
And,
Number 1
and
is
Carson was up there, right? Andrew Luck shouldn't have been in the list.
Andrew Luck should not have been on that list. Dak Prescott should not have been on that list.
No,
Kirk
Dak-
Cousins
no,
should
no.
not have been on that
Dak's
list.
top 5. Dak's top 5.
No, you're crazy.
Dak's top 5
Dak
under
is
30.
no.
Yes, he is.
The real Dak is about to show.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about that. I'm talking about right now today. Dak's top 5.
Dak Prescott's better than Derek Carr.
Right now, you start the team picking Dak over Derek Carr.
Yeah. No, man, you crazy.
Yeah.
You crazy.
I,
There's no
Start
way.
the team over
because
You starting the team
over Cam.
with him with the same. If he
because
has Dez Bryant,
I'm looking right there. If I'm looking, I see Dez, and I see Derek Carr, and I'm not losing it. It's not a big. I don't think it's a big difference.
Cam
or
Dak
Dak Prescott,
right now.
and you got the same targets that you got, and you're in Dallas.
Well, you give Cam Ezekiel Elliott, they don't
Oh
lose.
my, they don't lose a game, dog. Like, what is you saying?
I'm
just
lose
saying,
last year.
No, number one is right. Russell
Number
Wilson.
one, hands down.
I get
That was it. That was it.
Jared
But
Goff,
Derek Carr, Jared Goff is in my top
But
5.
you know what's so
Jameis Winston is so disrespectful. To have the black people at 11 and 12 is very disrespectful, dog. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Said.
Yeah. No,
I didn't want to take it.
11 and 12.
Yeah, it was.
We at 11 and 12.
And,
They just had to put us on the list, huh?
and Marcus Mariota.
And Marcus Mariota is top 5.
Who don't throw over 10 yards.
And he threw 4 picks.
And
I don't
when Marcus Mariota had to be a quarterback,
Yeah.
we saw what happened.
We saw what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's your quarterback.
that's your quarterback.
Yeah, that's your damn quarterback.
That's my
You do
squad.
damn Cam Newton, Derek Carr. And
That Derek Carr love affair ended quick.
it was so fast.
it
It was so fast.
That
They
Derek
turned
Carr
their back
love
on
affair
Derek Carr
man.
so fast.
He got paid.
For sure. Man, that's
God,
a
they
damn
got
Hey, you
shame.
got to produce.
Yeah, no, you got to produce for sure.
Okay, going into my time is I'm doing Darius Garland. He signed a Vanderbilt this weekend. How you feel about that?
That's all you got?
No, I don't got that. I got stuff.
Okay, let's talk about it then. How you feel?
I feel good about it.
You feel good about
Yeah,
it?
the number 10 point guard out of ESPN Top 100, Darius Garland, signed with Vanderbilt this weekend, man. And he decided to stay home out of a high.
It was.
He's sort of a big competition between Indy, and Vanderbilt.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. This is the thing about John. I mean, I said John Jenkins with Darius
John
Garland.
Jenkins.
Yeah, for sure. That's the biggest person they got since John Jenkins,
Yeah,
for
most
sure. It's not often that you see a kid pick Kentucky, not pick Kentucky.
Yeah.
You go Vandy. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. You don't see that. Not a big time blue chip prospect like that, man. But
To his defense, he said he was going because he liked what they was building.
Yeah.
Coach Drew was a good coach.
Coach Drew's gonna get you there. Yeah, now he's got Semi on the line.
Yeah.
Semi is an NBA prospect. Let's just go ahead and
Legit.
put that out there.
Legit.
A legit NBA prospect.
Legit.
He'll go top 10 whenever he puts his name into the draft. And of course, you got the guy Romeo Langford, who's between him with it's Vandy, it's Kansas, and it's Indiana. So
One of these is not like the other. We used to get Vandy.
Hey, it could be a top 5 class.
it could be a top 5
It
class
could be.
because the wild card,
Yeah.
James Wiseman.
Yeah.
If he reclassifies and does the same thing with Marvin
Wiseman,
Bagley.
but we'll never saw.
Yeah,
But can you picture that team on West End?
Bryce Drew.
Come on, man.
Have yourself a week, bro.
Have yourself a week.
Have yourself a
Because
damn week.
that could change how Vanderbilt sports is.
That's our first top 5. I mean, McDonald's All American.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah, I don't think. I've been watching Matt.
Yeah. No. No, the closest thing I had was again there, John Jenkins for sure.
That's what I'm saying. So I just wanted just that team on West End, even with just Darius.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh no, Darius needs some help.
and no, he definitely.
No.
Not saying they're gonna win a lot of games.
Okay.
It just brings that excitement back
Yeah.
to Memorial Gym, like when they had that run. I think they might on them with Sweet 16.
Yeah, Sweet 16.
Yeah, close to it. Yeah, so-
UConn.
Yeah, so they bring that type of feeling.
It
back
is.
to the
It's
city.
that feeling
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
I just think he's under a tremendous amount of pressure.
Think so?
By himself. But if he has Langford, if he has Semi coming with him, the pressure is not as much because those guys are really, really top shelf, like NBA prospects.
Yeah.
And it could be a situation where I think Darius leaves after a year. If they come.
If
They don't come, Darius will be there a couple
2
of years.
3 years.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely.
Let's move on to the NFL. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones had himself a week. After excerpts from a phone call between he and Commissioner Roger Goodell were made public, Jerry was quoted saying that I'm going to come at you with all I have. If you think Bob Kraft came at you hard, Bob Kraft is a blank compared to what I'm going to do.
End quote.
Wow. End quote. Not even going to try to tell you what that blank means.
Right.
We don't go that far.
Yeah, for sure.
Later in that same day,
Mm-hmm.
video was brought to light of Jones making what some would call a racially insensitive joke. Jones was asked by a fan, who is Caucasian, to make a video for his fiance. Jones said, "Jennifer, congratulations on the wedding. And you know he's with a black girl tonight."
Oh.
And camera pans to an African American gentleman who finds it funny.
Come on, Jerry. Jerry's suffering
Thoughts?
from. I think he's suffering from a little small case of dementia.
Oh.
Or maybe Alzheimer's, because he's. This isn't Jerry. This ain't how Jerry usually get down, man.
Jerry, he's mad right now. He's pissed off right now.
Yeah, Jerry's pissed off, but it's more of a. I think he's getting into a point where he's doing a dick swinging contest.
That's different.
Yeah, that's what it is. But there's no way in the world, in a million years, they're gonna kick him out of anything that's related to the NFL.
Nah.
But I'm telling you what Jerry can't do. He can't underestimate the power of 15, 20 billionaires in one room trying to make something happen too.
That's the thing.
That's what I'm scared of for Jerry. Yeah.
Yeah, but man, that's a rough day.
Have yourself a day. But
That's the most powerful owner in the league.
He ain't
oh
crying.
yeah, for sure, him and Crab. But you have to look at it too. What he's doing is making, minus, that stuff that what's my man name? Sterling did.
Okay, Donald Sterling.
Yeah, Donald Sterling. It's similar, but it's just minus him on tape doing it.
But
Now given the chance. Now
I don't
listen.
know.
Now Sterling was a habitual racist.
Yeah.
Like he was on record for being racist for a really long time.
And there was nobody to vouch.
Nobody.
Sterling.
Yeah, no, for sure.
A lot of Jerry Jones players have come out after this tape surfaced.
Yeah.
And even, I don't want to take over Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But was that really that bad? Was he just making a joke like, because the gentleman who next to him was African American?
It's tasteless though.
It was.
Very tasteless.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no way they're taking the Cowboys away from him. I'm telling you, he's gonna go crazy. He'll go insane.
Man, can you picture that?
Man.
That fight?
That fight is gonna be insane.
Oh,
He
God.
fought for one of his players
Yeah.
to not be suspended, and he played 4 or 5 more games than he was supposed to play.
Right.
For sure. So shout out to
Jerry Jones.
old slave master Jerry. For sure. Let's talk about NBA dietary changes.
Okay.
As more information becomes available about the food that athletes are putting in their bodies, a lifestyle trend appears to be taking the NBA by storm. Veganism. Now, someone who's identified as a vegan does not eat animals or animal products, and this includes all meat, poultry, fish, seafood, and dairy products. This is different from vegetarians who also don't eat meat or fish, but will eat animal products. So, according to most of them, talking about the NBA players, that changing the diet has helped them cut weight and increase their energy levels. Here's a list of actual players that are making the transition to veganism. Kyrie Irving, after forcing his way out of Cleveland, he adopted the vegan diet, so his energy is up and his body feels, quote, amazing.
Looks like it. 15 wins. Looks like it.
They beat
Golden
8 teams. They beat, listen.
Come on, Jay.
Come on,
Jay.
I'm just saying, Kyrie's numbers are down in every statistical category.
That's a good thing.
Your turnovers are up, your assists are down, your field goal percentage is down, your points are down. And people are saying he's the MVP.
He's playing within a system.
James Harden is the MVP in the NBA right now.
Should,
after 15
for
years.
sure.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nobody's arguing that. I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
saying,
just saying.
Kyrie's playing.
Yeah, he's playing horrible though.
Kyrie's
No,
playing.
he is. Come on, man. His numbers are down. Go ahead.
But wait, I got this, Reese. No, I got this. Now, when he first went there, and you said the complete opposite, because you said when his numbers are going to go up, he's going to force his way on the team. He's going to force his way to get those buckets and force his way to score. Now that he's playing within the team, you're knocking him forward.
He's not playing within the team, because if he was playing within the team, his assists would be up, Joe.
They 15 straight, ho.
Yeah, and I get that. They beat some shit teams.
They beat Golden State.
They beat Golden State. For
Nah,
sure.
that's
They
it.
were upset.
End all be all. That's our end all be all.
Yeah, no, that's the NBA's. That ain't y'all. It's the NBA's.
Right there.
It's the NBA's, not just mine. For sure. Damian Lillard, he ended the summer with the goal of shedding some weight. He cut 10 pounds by switching to the vegan diet. Wilson Chandler, one of the most vocal players about the lifestyle change, has lost almost 20 pounds over the last 2 years. JaVale McGee lost 15 pounds being vegan. Al Jefferson, who the hell knows he still plays in the NBA, lost 40 pounds this summer, making the transition to vegetarianism last summer. And last but not least, the number 1 prospect in all of college basketball, Missouri's Michael Porter Jr., has been a vegan his whole life.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So is this a trend that will get closer to 50% of the NBA, or do you think it's something that will trend down?
Yeah. No, I think it's trend up.
It's a commitment.
It is
It's
a
definitely a
commitment.
lifestyle change for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of those. Can we talk about how a lot of those people who go vegan become the most obnoxious?
Oh man.
They're hard to be around.
Oh man, I hate talking to plant-based diet people.
It's just-
Oh my
They both bad as
god.
Kobe fans, man.
Almost as bad as Russell Westbrook fans. I agree. I agree. LeBron James fans.
Yeah.
I agree.
But you know,
Yeah.
it is dope that they're doing that. I
Yeah,
mean,
for sure.
if I'm a player in the NBA and I'm trying to find the next step to get me better, and I'm
Yeah.
seeing them doing that, I
Yeah.
might try it too.
I mean, you got a chef at your disposal.
You know what I mean?
You have all the money in the
Yeah,
world.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, would you ever go vegan?
No.
Hell no. You don't even eat vegetables. What would you do?
I would try.
You would try it?
Yeah,
What about you, John?
I don't think so. I think I could try like some aspects of it,
Yeah.
but I love ice cream and dairy products
That's
too
the
much.
thing.
You was a vegetarian before you go vegan.
Yeah, I would go pescatarian before I do
Yeah.
anything.
But have you tried any of the vegan dishes?
Yeah, I have in the trash. Not for me. It is not for me.
The chicken and waffles at the vegan joint.
That's not really chicken.
It was not, of course. They
Yeah.
called it that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was dope. I had
Really?
no regrets.
Did it taste like chicken?
It tastes like a chicken product.
See,
See, I can't do
and
that.
that's what y'all don't realize too. You vegetarians and
What do you
vegans,
eat?
you don't really know what the hell you eating a chicken product.
I mean,
That's gonna be
just-
15 years later.
Something out of
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, oh, all
Yeah.
this vegan stuff we were putting into our diet. We don't even know what the hell they were.
Somebody make it a
Chicken, chickpeas.
It
It's,
just tastes like chicken, man.
man, I don't need nothing that tastes like chicken. Give me the chicken.
Yeah, but I can make anybody that can do a lifestyle change. I can make anybody do a lifestyle change like that.
That's for real. Now, that is a
Yeah.
Give me the chicken. Oh, shoot. Let's keep it in the NBA. Kevin Durant sat down with Rick Bucher of the Bleacher Report and gave a very insightful article this week.
Yeah, you did.
It gave insight on how KD, still not speaking to Russ,
Mm.
felt his serious clinching shot over LeBron was a passing of the torch, and about why he has burner accounts on Twitter and Instagram.
Mhm.
You got a good chance to check that?
I did. You sent it to me, man.
Yeah.
Great read.
It's a pretty long pause.
Lengthy.
Yeah,
Super power.
yeah. But it gave Kevin Durant is who we thought he was.
Yeah, I mean, ain't no question.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant is exactly
who we thought he was.
who we thought he was.
Yeah,
For
you know.
sure. A lot of people, he made some really good points. It's a great article.
Yeah.
There are no loyalty in sports. My worst of the week, probably 5-6 weeks ago, I said them giving away the number 35 to a rookie was a very disrespectful thing.
I want you to talk about that.
Very, very disrespectful. And he felt the way about
Yeah.
that. But
But you felt away while you leave for.
nah, because his teammate ran him out of there. Playing with the most, I seen this guy last night,
God.
dead ass, 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
They were playing the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook wasn't making a shot.
Yeah.
Paul George came on the end, scored a bucket.
Yeah.
He came down and shot the ball 2 more. You're not making shots. You're just not making
I
shots.
got this.
And he did not pass the ball and giving it to the high hand.
I got this.
Then he goes to the rack, makes a shot, and he's like, oh, you make that face like, this. I should have been doing this the whole time. Yes, you idiot. Yes.
Then, as the game progresses, right, San Antonio makes their run. Russell Westbrook makes the smart basketball play and gets his teammates involved, and also kicks it to Melo, who then makes what would have been the game-tying shot, but his foot was over the line. So he's getting his teammates involved like a real point guard does. His assists are close to where they were last year. He's just not forcing his shot.
Just
So-
he was 5 for 22. Jay.
So he's not forcing. What I'm saying by not forcing the shot is he's playing within the rhythm of the game. So yeah, he took 2 bad shots. Cool, Jay. But when he realized he wasn't on, he didn't force the last second shot, did he?
No,
Did
but
he
what I'm
find
trying
Melo?
to tell you,
Did
in
he
between
find
that,
Melo?
you're looking at one shot. You're looking at one
No,
system.
we're breaking down the game.
Throughout the whole
We're
game,
breaking
he
down
took
the game.
very, very bad shots, Jeff. He's just not a good teammate, dog. He's just not a good person to play with.
So he's not a good teammate.
No.
But he finds his open teammate to take the game-winning shot.
And I was
Game-tying
talking,
shot, excuse me.
shout out to Gerald. I know you listened to the podcast. I was talking to him, and I was like, he was talking about one of his teammates. I'm not going to say because people actually listen to the show, and he's an actual professional basketball player.
Yeah.
So he says to me, yeah, man, one of my teammates, they look for the assist, not the hockey assist. Sometimes the hockey assist is the assist that needs to be made, not the actual assist. So if you make the necessary pass, which is an assist still,
Right.
but it's a force, in turn, it would have been an easier shot if you do the hockey assist, which is the pass to the wide open person.
Right.
And I was like, Gerald, I've been trying to tell my cohorts here at the FSP podcast
I got
that
this.
the hockey assist is sometimes a better thing for the team because you get the easier shot.
Right.
Right.
It's 2 points. The goal of the game is to score buckets, correct?
Right.
So if the assist counts as a bucket score,
I got this one.
the assist counts as a bucket score.
I
Right?
agree. Yeah.
Okay. So we got the bucket, right?
Got the
Because if you got the assist, you got the bucket.
You got the bucket.
All right, cool.
So what I'm trying to tell you is,
Do they count hockey assists in the NBA?
No, they don't.
No,
it don't matter.
Why the hell are we talking about hockey?
No,
assists
so what
in
I'm
the
telling
NBA?
you, this is what I'm saying.
Why the hell are we talking about that?
So a lot of times when he's forcing that assist, right? That's why he has a leading 6 turnovers, because he's trying to force this one assist. In turn, we're hitting the man early, where they can get the hockey assist to the wide open man. In turn, creates a easier game. So in turn, you can actually win a game, and you're not a 7 seed with 2 other All-Stars on your
we
team.
can do this all night.
Sure.
Let's see what Coach Brown got to say, man.
Are you guys ready to get started with halftime? Let's go.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening, I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're going to jump right into it. Wisconsin beat Michigan. Now, I'm going to say this. Is Wisconsin legit? They have beat 2 ranked opponents in a row. Last week, it was Iowa. This week, it was Michigan. The win was quite impressive. They pretty much handled the game from start to finish. So, is Wisconsin legit? You guys tell me. Also, the Miami Hurricanes, they continue to roll. The turnover chain was broke out at least 4 times against Virginia. Right now, the SEC has reemerged, so to speak. Currently, 9 SEC teams are bowl eligible. Does this mean that the SEC is back as the top conference in the land? Have they overthrown the ACC? Right now, we're going to move on to the bum of the week. The bum of the week is going out to Tennessee State University DN. Latrell Lee. All right. If you haven't seen the video, he put a 3-piece and a biscuit on their strength coach, TJ Greenstone. Now, there's a lot of speculation what it was about, but no one really knows. Athletic director Teresa Phillips really hasn't released a statement regarding his reasoning behind punching the lights out of his strength coach. So, I know that he's been expelled from school. They do want him to graduate, where his teammates want him to be able to come back to school to graduate. But I'm going to put it to you like this. When you cross the player-coach line of punching a coach, not once, not twice, but 3 times, you're going to get put out of school. I mean, you should be expelled. Because if the roles were reversed and a coach punched a player, that coach would definitely be fired. He would definitely be gone. Latrell Lee, man, you gotta channel your anger some other ways, man. You know, I think they still have counselors at the Queens Washington building at TSU. Go talk to those people. The Oasis Center is down the street. You know, man, you might need a little counseling, man. Like, just to be punching on coaches. Now, what if this coach had responded in a way where he put them hands back on them? You know, it could have been a melee. Who knows? But Latrell Lee, man, you got to do better, man. Channel your anger another way. Hey, I am the coach. Coach Brown it is. Roo, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. So, let's answer some questions Coach Brown asked. Who would win Miami versus Wisconsin straight up?
Miami, dog.
By how many?
Dog walk.
I don't know about dog.
Defense, top 5 top 5 defense.
Dog walk.
Dog walk.
You hounding you right now.
Nah, it's just ACC.
At least
It just
doesn't.
You tripping? You
I don't want to cheer for them because Miami. I just think they're a good team.
but you want them to win it all right
Nah,
now.
I don't want to.
I think it's fugazi.
I don't root for them.
I think Clemson's gonna beat them in the ACC
I mean,
championship.
that's cool, but I don't root for Miami. I mean, it's Florida State's biggest rival. I can root for them.
What you got, Weezy? Miami versus Wisconsin.
I got Miami.
Yeah, but it's
Like
not.
dog walk.
I think they'll win by 7.
Close. Miami's young too, man. They just hot. They play 2 home games back to back. They played Notre Dame, which is a great game at home.
Great game or dog walk?
I mean, high expectation.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Play them at home. Then they play Virginia at home. They ain't playing the road yet. They
Yeah.
play Clemson on the road, right? It's gonna be a neutral.
No, it'd be a neutral site. Yeah,
Who's gonna be?
yeah, for sure. Second question: is the SEC the best conference in college football?
Until Nick Saban gets beat.
Yeah, and then you look at it, you see 7 teams are bowl eligible in the ACC compared to 9 in the Southeastern Conference.
This year?
9.
Nine,
Coach Brown just told us.
9 SEC teams possibly, and 7 ACC teams.
Mm-hmm.
Because Florida State might be
7 in the possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Close.
Yeah, man, it's close.
Yeah.
But from the beginning, we said that SEC ran superior.
It's close.
Yeah.
9 and 8 is close.
And then of course,
Dice wrong.
yeah, sure. Then of course we got Coach Brown speaking on Latrell Lee. Made a great point saying, this situation the other way around. Strength coach hitting the kid. It'd have been a strength coach hitting the kid.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
It would have been a strength coach hitting the kid.
I don't know about a kid.
No, that's a kid.
He's 22.
Yeah, but strength coach 30 years old.
Yeah, most still.
Yeah, so
It'd been a student.
yeah,
Yeah,
it'd have been a
student.
student. That's a kid though. At the end of that, college kid. Yeah. It'd
What
be
you would be strength coach?
it'd have been slow singing foul bring.
So I'm saying flower bring it out there.
Most definitely.
You'll be a better player.
Oh, my goodness.
You see what
Oh,
I'm
my
saying? Come on, man. Y'all ready to get started with the second half?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Let's go, man.
The second half is underway.
Second half, man. We're talking Hall of Fame. We're talking NFL Hall of Fame. We're talking NBA Hall of Fame. Some of your favorite players.
All that.
Before we get started, I am Jay Hall.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy.
Weezy, Hall of Fame. Are you a Hall of Fame player, Weezy?
Absolutely.
What about you,
Any
Jeff?
sport.
I'm borderline.
Yeah,
My,
for sure.
your career right now, you a Hall of Famer in your career?
I'm a Hall of Famer in
What
like
have you
3
done?
different leagues, You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that's-
Let's readdress this. What we doing?
No, I'm joking.
No, we just talking about podcast.
Yeah.
I'm still getting moving. Podcast.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
work
for
career.
sure.
You a Hall of
Yeah.
Famer?
Yeah.
I'm definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
First ballot.
First ballot.
First,
No,
Nigga, just
so the Hall of Fame means you were great at your sport. You should never be forgotten. You should basically be immortalized. You're an MVP level player for many years. You're an all-time specialist, but still a consistent player for more than a decade, wouldn't you say?
At least. Right?
At least, right? So the Hall of Fame should be the best of the best and taken from the best of that group. So we're not talking when we go into the NFL about Tom Brady. But we're not talking about the NBA stuff when we're talking about Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, Adrian Peterson in the NFL, Darrell Reeves in the NFL.
That's the obvious.
Mhm.
Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Fame player if he stops hooping tomorrow. Steph Curry is a Hall of Fame player if he stops hooping tomorrow.
LeBron James.
LeBron James is a first ballot
5
Hall
years
of
ago.
Fame.
5 years ago.
About 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna talk about the NBA when we get there.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving.
No, he still got some sliding to do,
A
y'all.
little bit.
He got some sliding to do, for
He got
sure.
about 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah,
what he's
yeah.
doing right now.
Yeah, you that. But some cases aren't that clear. Let's start off with the NFL.
Okay.
Man. And what we'll do, we'll break it down into criteria, starting with accolades, stats, championships, top 5 at their position during their prime, and their impact on the game.
This is going to be rough
So,
for the NFL.
the first person that we'll talk about in the NFL is Antonio Romo.
So one more.
Tony Romo. EIU. OVC. Shout out to Tony Romo.
Yeah. Shout out to that.
2003, 2016. Is Tony Romo a Hall of Fame quarterback? Anybody want to go first?
In a word?
I'll go.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, in one word, no.
Okay.
But just because he has numbers. So Romo got numbers.
That's half a way to getting there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have some numbers now.
Yeah, but he has no championships.
He has no championship.
No championship.
And he's not a first
No
ballot.
playoff. No playoff.
No playoff.
2-6 in the playoffs, right?
Yeah. He choked in some his big games. He choked.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Seattle game he choked. He choked in the big game. He threw a lot of interceptions.
A lot of the last 2 years before he got cut y'all know, 2 before he got hurt, it came down to the last game of the season. Them playing into the playoffs.
Right.
And where did he go?
To solidify like that game time drive, he didn't do it.
Antonio Romo. First off, I didn't know his name was Antonio. That's amazing. He had one MVP caliber season, which is 2014.
That's it. Jumped out the window.
It's crazy. Only made 4 Pro Bowls. He never really had the longevity nor the peak to seriously threaten to be a perennial Pro Bowl, All Pro type of quarterback. I always thought that he needed maybe one, maybe two more real 2014 seasons to solidify it.
He needed
And
that
that
moment.
never happened.
He needed a moment.
He needed a moment.
He doesn't have a moment. You got to think about the people who are ahead of him, in my eyes, who
Yeah.
aren't even there yet. McNair's not even in the Hall of Fame yet.
And that's tough.
Donovan McNair's not in the Hall of Fame.
And that's tough.
No way Romo's going before those guys. To me.
Yeah.
To me.
It's an MVP.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a person who played in
In the Super Bowls.
Man,
His team, like, come on, man. Yeah.
postseason success halted his chances of being there.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Tony Romo was top 5 in his position in his prime.
I can see that.
Jeff,
Prime.
in his
And
prime.
2014 was his best year, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to pick him over Drew Brees, Tom Brady.
He was 5th. I'm not saying he was top 3. It was Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
Aaron Rodgers. In 14,
It was Tony Romo.
It's
Tony Romo.
I'm not gonna
In
argue.
his prime,
Okay.
Tony Romo was top 5.
So his prime was 1 year.
No, what we're saying is, but in his prime years, Tony Romo, great story, like we said, undrafted,
Yeah, most definitely.
quarterback, had some great off the field relationships, which made him a lot more cooler.
He played for Dallas.
Yeah.
He had a very high profile.
He was great, man. In his prime, he was a really good player. He's kind of like a Toyota Corolla,
dependable.
very serviceable,
Yeah.
pretty efficient.
Yeah. Good gas mileage.
Nobody's gonna think it was the best car, but it worked.
It got you to where you need to go.
For sure.
Consistently.
Consistent. Pretty good. But chances of being in the Hall of Fame. 0 to 100%.
He can get there. He won't be a first ballot.
I don't think he gets there.
I don't think he gets there. I said the chances of Tony Romo being in the Hall of Fame is less than 30%.
Yeah. 25 to 30. Like he needs.
He-
Like, it's so much
Yeah.
missing on his resume.
All right, resume.
Yeah.
It's got holes in it.
Yeah,
It's got holes in it.
Again, like I can't put him over McNair. Can't put him over
Yeah.
McNair. These just people.
That's a great point.
You know
Didn't
what I
even think about McNair. Didn't think about McNair.
Yeah,
To put
like-
him in before him, that's tough. Next person, Marshawn Lynch. 2007 to 2015. 2017 to current. Is Marshawn Lynch a Hall of Famer?
No.
Ooh.
I don't want it.
Yeah, that's your man.
That's my guy.
That's your guy.
I mean,
He's got the postseason. He got the Super Bowl.
Got 2 championships. Got 1 championship. Should have 2.
Should have 2.
Should have 2.
that's the reason why he won't get it.
He was top 5 in his position.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. It's going to be borderline.
Only 4 players in NFL history rushed for more than 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 seasons in a row.
Yeah.
LT, Eric Dickerson, Walter Payton, Marshawn Lynch.
Ooh, that's some good numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the numbers are there.
10,000 is a lock for Hall of Fame contention. He's at 94.35, close to 9,500.
I don't think he gets.
I don't think he
10,000.
gets. I don't think he gets to
Been
10,000.
sitting out, being hurt that year in Seattle.
Yeah,
Been sitting out this last year before that. It's going to hurt him.
Yeah.
10,000
yeah.
because his usage rate went down a lot.
Is he gonna play next year?
I think
he said he just wanted to play 1 year open for
Yeah.
him.
Terrell Davis helps him out getting in, but Terrell Davis has 2 championships.
championships.
Yeah,
And with
And-
the focal point in offense.
and an MVP?
Yeah.
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 So it's one of those things where, what's the percentage? 0 to 100 with Marshawn Lynch.
40%.
I'll say close. I'll say 35.
I say something like that. 35.
Yeah,
Just because. Right.
yeah. Tough, man. Next person, Anquan Boldin, 2003 to 2017.
Yeah.
Is Anquan Boldin a Hall of Fame?
See, the thing about him, can you really say he was ever top 5 in his position?
You can never say that. You can never literally say that.
But would you be mad if he was your receiver on your team?
You would love to have him.
That's
as
what
your
I'm saying.
receiver, right?
You know what I'm saying?
He's one of the most fearless, physical
Yeah.
wide receivers we've ever seen.
Right.
For sure. Never accounted as the best wide receiver
Right.
ever. But look what he did. And what's going to hurt him? Steve Smith's going to get in before him. Andre Johnson's going to get in before him. Reggie Wayne, Calvin Johnson. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Anquan Boldin. It's log jam.
I think he gets there.
There's no, dead ass, I have this at a 0% chance of
Okay.
Anquan Boldin getting into the. It's only been no accolades, Jeff. He's just a 3-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah, but his stats, like he's
Top 10 in catches.
That's what I'm about to beat me to it.
For
Go
sure.
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. For his catching and receiving yard, like he's there.
Yeah.
And he played long enough to be, and he got the chip.
And he got a championship
Yeah.
2012.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Like I think it's one of those down years when it's people when they go back to people that that hasn't made it the first time or the
Right.
second time, he gets plucked out of that.
I don't
I
think
think-
Anquan ever makes it.
I think he played too long to hurt his.
No,
Because he
because
played longer, and then he didn't get the reps like thought it was like
he was still
playing
cooking.
Arizona. No, he wasn't.
He could have cooked with us with Buffalo.
I'm telling you, he has 13,000 receiving yards. It's 14th all time.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's a
And
lot.
the gentlemen in front of him are Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Top 10 in catches,
that's what I'm.
but it's a 0% chance he gets in. I agree 100% with that. No chance.
I don't
Not a
think so.
chance.
I don't think so either.
Let's move on to Vince Wilfork, 04 to 2016.
Okay.
Is Vince Wilfork a Hall of Fame?
I think he's a shoe in.
Shooing. That's the first shooting we've had.
It's the first shooing.
That's the first.
You think he's a shooing?
Nah.
I don't think he's a shooing.
I think he's there.
But I'm telling you what, for more than a decade, he was the backbone of that Patriots defense.
Right.
2 Super Bowls.
Yep.
Went to 4.
That's crazy.
You know? So,
1-2.
yeah. 5-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah. I mean,
3-time.
but somehow,
17.
some way,
That's what I'm saying.
some way.
But that's the thing about D tackles.
It's hard to gauge.
Yeah.
In this,
The numbers
and
are
it-
never there.
because it's hard to gauge it. You know, depending on the offense. I'm sorry, defensive set you run
Mm-hmm.
because your responsibilities change.
Mm-hmm.
You making a tackle may not be you're set up to make a tackle for the linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
he was always right place, right time.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what I'm
for
saying.
sure.
So you think about in certain schemes, if he was the focal point,
Mhm.
his numbers may be a little bit more. But
Yeah.
the simple fact that they made, the scheme they ran was focused on the
That's
linebacker. He just causing a log jam in the middle.
You know, that's 100% chance. He was never about sacks.
Right.
You know, he was a rare player he could affect plays in so many different ways while he was there.
He's
So
just causing a ruckus out
just
there.
causing a ruckus. But when we talk about impact on the game, he was the best run defender of his generation at that position.
I mean, you could block.
What is
when
his
he wanted-
percentages though?
When he wanted to play,
Mhm.
when he wanted to play football, you couldn't block that.
Nah.
When we watched film, like that was who we wanted to be like that. Like,
Yeah.
on defense, like you couldn't block dude. Man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Now, what about his percentages of making it to King?
First ballot?
Just period.
I don't
I
have
think,
his first man.
I think he'll get in for sure.
I got him as 80% chance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He'll get in
I
for
got.
sure.
It's a high number. Yeah.
60%.
60%. That's, yeah.
He's my high. He's one of my highest ones on this list.
Yeah, no, for sure. Vince was a beast, man. Number 5.
Okay.
Elijah Nelson Manning.
Shoe in.
2004 to currently. Eli
This
Manning
sucks.
is 100% chance in your eyes.
Shoe in.
It sucks, but it is.
He gets picked apart more than any other 2-time Super Bowl MVP.
With 2 flukes.
He beat Tom Brady twice.
2 flukes.
He beat Tom Brady twice. 4-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Manning, listen now. Come on now. Top 10 in every statistical QB category. And by the time he retires, he could easily be top 5.
Yeah.
So, and every other quarterback in that top 10 are locks to make it. So in turn, how could he not be a lock?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
reluctantly he goes, but
Yeah.
I just feel like, just right place, right time guy.
Yeah.
That's
Two
what it was.
MVPs in the Super Bowl at that. So
Yeah.
you're just not showing up.
Yeah.
You're playing.
Both of those Super Bowls he won game-winning drives.
Iron Man
Yeah.
played the most
Yeah.
consecutive
Most
games by a
just past his
quarterback.
brother.
Come on, man.
Yeah. He's there.
All his accolades are there. He was never top 5 at his position in his prime. So I mean, but
That's why I
you're not going to check off every
That's
list.
why I'm saying reluctantly,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
right place at right time.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
Super Bowls are going to make his argument that much more stronger. Like,
Yeah.
you like if you put his stats with Tony Romo,
Yeah.
Eli Manning is the best quarterback we've ever seen.
Yeah, no,
you know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
you do it like that with those Super Bowl wins and like that. So yeah, he's there.
2 MVPs in the Super Bowl. That's what got him there. If he only has 1, it's like,
Yeah, get catch on it.
yeah, no, for
He'll
sure.
be catch.
Number
That's
6,
tough right there.
Carson Palmer, 2003 until currently. It's Carson Palmer Hall of Fame.
I don't think so.
I don't see how.
Yeah. If he retires tomorrow, he's going to finish top 15 in 4 major passing categories: yards, touchdowns, attempts, and completion.
Top 15, that's a lot.
But-
It's not top 5.
It's not top 10 either.
Anquan Bolden was top 10 his catches.
Yeah.
And top 15 receiving yards, and we didn't put him
Yeah, that's true. He's 3-time Pro Bowl, 2nd-team All-Pro, 2015, passing touchdown leader. The thing that's lacking for him is deep playoff runs. Signature moments that we mentioned with a lot of these players that had.
He don't have one.
It's one of those things, man. You know what? He wasn't top 5 in this position.
When you think of Carson Palmer, do you think of him playing with Cincinnati? Or do you think of him playing with Arizona?
That's a good question. I say Cincinnati
I
because he
say
had
too.
Chad.
I say
Because he
Arizona.
had Chad.
I say Arizona.
No, Chad.
Well,
Chad.
but Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't do the same
Fitzgerald.
They ain't do the same as Chad though.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Chad though.
Larry Fitzgerald, though.
Chad
But see,
Johnson.
that's what you think about when he's at Arizona. You think about Fitzgerald.
Well,
But
yeah, of course.
Kirk got those Fitzgerald years.
The Fitzgerald years are still going.
Yeah, but Kirk
It's
got the
real.
best of those Fitzgerald years.
I don't know. That's another argument for another day. But I don't know. Because Fitzgerald is still consistent.
Yeah, you know for sure.
Today.
To yesterday.
With Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
Blaine Gabbert. He made Blaine Gabbert look good.
and he not good. He not good. But again, Carson Palmer, you starting to see him tomorrow. You got Tony Romo. You got Carson Palmer. Who are you picking?
Tony Romo.
Give me Romo.
Wait. Are they same age?
Same age.
Okay.
Prime.
I'm talking about right now today. I'm kicking Tony Romo.
Give me Tony Romo.
Right now today. For sure.
Yeah. Eli Manning and Carson Palmer. Give me Eli Manning.
Give me Eli.
So
Because I know Eli can do it.
you got Romo over Carson Palmer has showed
I know Eli can do it.
Romo gets into the Hall of Fame before Carson Palmer.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
But I think Carson Palmer has a better playoff run.
I agree.
Than Tony Romo.
Yeah. He just didn't impact the game, Joe.
Okay.
I just
I'm
not
not-
mine. Yeah.
I'm not going to bat for Carson Palmer.
Oh, yeah. No, I hope
Like,
not.
if he's not there, I'm good with that.
Yeah. And last but not least, Terrell Suggs. 2003 in the current.
I forgot he still played.
Injured.
I think one of the things that for Suggs, he didn't produce enough great seasons in between his really, really good seasons. So if you look at it, he was first team All-Pro,
Roller coaster.
defensive player of the year, then he comes out and just has a irregular year. Then he's first team All-Pro, then he has a regular year.
Then he
You know,
misses a year for an injury.
come on, man.
Yeah.
6-time Pro Bowler,
He
though.
tore his Achilles twice.
Yeah, no, for sure. Just outside of the top 20 in all-time career sacks list.
I think he's there.
But
Got
he's
the
known as a leader,
Got the chip.
got a championship,
He's not first
been
ballot.
part of one of the greatest defenses that we've ever seen.
Talk to me.
Come on now. So in turn, yes, having that championship, but I think Terrell Suggs is one of the most productive outside linebackers that we've seen in our generation, both against the pass and the rush.
Yeah,
So in turn, I think Suggs gets in because of that.
I got him at high 80%.
I got him as a 65%
Not
chance.
first.
Not
ballot.
first ballot.
Not first ballot.
But on down,
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
I got him at 60%, just on because of his role he played in Ballers.
You might
wasn't
got
that good on Ball.
You might got we.
That's funny.
I don't care what nobody say.
He wasn't even that good on Ball. It's funny.
No, that one scene he played on Ballers.
Oh, and I think he hurt himself.
No.
In the fight.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
And you know what he's talking about?
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
some
yeah.
off- Okay.
He won the word.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was in the NFL. If you guys thought of anybody else in the NFL, let us know. It's some people. We couldn't go through a list of them. We can only pick 7. You know.
Hot take.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
CJ2K.
Chris
Ooh.
Johnson? No. Hell no.
Not far off.
No. Chris Johnson? No.
He
Hell
ain't
no.
no first ballot. But
He's not a Hall of Famer.
Really?
Hell no.
Even with them, even the years at the Titans when
No,
he was over 1,500 every year,
No, bro.
2,000 yards.
2,000 yards will get you there.
Chris Johnson is a 0% chance
Okay, all right, so
of being in the Hall of Fame.
Most 80 yard runs in it.
This is just real quick.
Just ask.
He's already there. He's already there.
And Jay, I can't let you sit there and say like he's just a basic player.
No, he's not a basic player. What I'm trying to tell you is there'll be players, the running backs that we see in the game now, which will be a bad thing for the current players because they're splitting time now.
Right.
It comes to the point in time when he was the lead back. He shared a little bit of time with Dale.
Yeah.
But he was a lead back. There are really no lead backs unless you're Le'Veon Bell, unless you're... Where the lead backs at?
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
Delvin Cook before he got hurt.
Where the lead backs at? If we have to think this hard about a lead back,
Ezekiel Elliott. Come on.
Ezekiel Elliott is a lead back.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's maybe 5 to 10 compared to it used to be 15
Every
to
team
20.
had
Leonard
one.
Fournette.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That was good.
That was
good, for sure. NBA.
Oh.
Here we go. Dang.
Dang, that was more of a... never mind. The Naismith Hall of Fame has 300 players, coaches, and referees, and contributors of the game. Now, for the Naismith Hall, you don't really know who votes you in or how they vote you in. It's just a list. A secret committee selects a group of candidates, and then a super secret committee decides who amongst those candidates are worthy for induction, which I don't really understand.
This is the easiest one to get into.
Easy.
Yeah.
Baseball is the hardest.
Yeah.
This is NFL is second.
Yeah.
And then this is damn layup.
Yeah.
Because they count like stuff outside
Yeah.
college career.
Yep.
They count your Olympic career.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stuff. But each of the men that we talk about on this list had crazy lengthy careers, which means some of them probably worked their way on one or two of the achievement lists, like stats categories and things of that nature. So as we start off with Vince Carter, him playing, if you look at these numbers, so we thought Tony Romo or Terrell Suggs played for a long time. He was playing 2003. Dude, Vince Carter got drafted in 1998, and he's still playing today.
Yeah.
Shoe in.
So is he a Hall of Famer?
First ballot.
First ballot.
The day he's eligible, he's in. You know why? Trace McGrady was the first ballot. Trace McGrady's first ballot. Vince Carter's in first ballot.
Is it mainly because of his highlights?
Because Trace McGrady was first ballot.
Yeah, Vince Carter.
He's one of the most popular players in the NBA for years.
Right.
But come on,
Was he more
man.
popular off his game, or was he more popular?
41% career playoff winning percentage.
That's why.
That can't be ignored.
That's why I say if Trace McGrady
Played went further than T-Mac.
Like, is he more popular off his game, or is he more popular because he can jump?
That's what I asked.
Well, the popularity came because he's gonna dunk on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But his game was there. You know what I mean? Like the guy.
He shrunk in moments, though, Jeff.
Some.
Shrunk in moments, Jeff.
What about taking that?
His team did reach the conference finals.
That's what I'm about to stop.
Once, though.
One time.
Once it's gone.
Yeah. Once it's gone.
Once it's gone. For sure.
In Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lie. He was the guy that
He was
took
the
him
guy.
there.
He was
You
the
know
guy.
what I mean? He averaged over 30 against you know what I mean the conference finals, and then
Look at these career stats. 18, 4, and 3, though, Jeff.
well that's because these later years he shouldn't be playing.
He should have
he
stopped.
He should have stopped. Yeah,
Stop.
That's what's doing
He
it.
needs to be. This
And
needs
his
to be
height,
this year.
it was 25 plus.
Oh,
Let's be
easy.
real. Let's be real now. You know what I'm
Easy.
saying? Like, but now he's just playing, barely getting 5 minutes, 10 minutes a game.
No championships.
No.
He was top 5 in his position, though. You
Yeah.
better know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. It was a good run when he was top 5 shooting guard in the league.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah.
sure. And he was the 5th player in NBA history to record at least 2,000 career three-point attempts, and he's got 20K.
Yeah.
It's only a couple of people that not in the Hall of Fame that got 20K. You got
Yeah,
Tom Chambers
but-
and Antoine Jameson. That's
Right.
it. So,
That doesn't mean.
he went and got buckets.
Big Golden State one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Golden
State,
State, then he
yeah.
killed in Washington.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But his impact, for sure, gets him in 100%.
Vince Carter, 100%. First battle, first day.
First day.
First day he's eligible. He's doing it.
I agree.
What about Joe Johnson, man? 2001 until current. He had an interesting career, and it's still going.
This
That's
one,
what you-
this one hurt me, Paul.
He's the kind of player you would assume he's been on a bunch of All-NBA teams.
You know, contracts too.
You know who? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish that. But I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah, no, for sure. Just one All-NBA appearance under his belt.
You know what hurt him?
What?
The Heatles.
Yeah.
The Heatles hurt because that Hawks team.
That was a
back
good
then,
Hawks
That
team.
was a Hawks team
That was a good Hawks
that
team.
was going to at least the Eastern Conference Finals, not the semifinals, every year playing Boston and
Mhm.
getting beat. Then once the Heatles formed, or playing Detroit too as well and getting beat. Once the Heatles came, it was over for them.
The first
They
thing you
couldn't compete
think
with that.
of Joe Johnson, you think of him getting 6 years for 119 when people weren't getting 6 years and 119, just being, an average. And he wasn't an average player. I can't say Joe Johnson was an
because
average
he was
player.
an all-star.
Yeah, he was.
And
listen.
he sat at the table with LeBron and D-Wade and Chris Bosh when Carmelo opted in the year
I
before.
agree.
He sat down with them
Mhm.
and made their move to stay in Atlanta, which you know what I mean, to get that check. So I'm
In the
not mad.
past 10 years,
So
no one has made more game-winning shots at the buzzer
nobody.
than Joe Johnson.
Ice
No
water.
question.
Ice water.
Dude,
Ice water.
closer. He's a closer. His Hall of Fame chances are at 10%, though.
I go a little higher than that. I don't see it happening.
He'll reach 20,000. So he'll be on that list with
Yeah.
Antoine Jameson, Tom Chambers.
I don't think he gets in. Even think he had Trace McGrady got in.
That's the one. Trace McGrady being first ballot. Now, I'm not saying Trace McGrady wasn't great,
Mm-hmm.
but him being first ballot is the one that's like, man, anything.
Anything is possible. But, his game not being predicated on athleticism,
Right.
for him to play at a high level, and like you said, running into the Heat, running into the Celtics,
Yeah.
like how he did, man. Joe Johnson, man, he's just gonna not necessarily knocking on the door, but he locked out.
Yeah, he needed one run.
He needed one run.
Yeah.
At least an Olympic
They
gold medal or
thought,
something.
remember when they put that team together in Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
they thought
That was gonna be it.
And
That was not it.
That was the beginning of the end.
That was the beginning of the end.
That was
the end.
Yeah, that was the end.
Yeah, that was the end. Number 3.
Okay.
Derrick Rose, 2008 until current. Derrick Rose, played for my Bulls.
Yeah.
Won MVP 2011. Youngest player to win the award. Number 1 record.
That's a long way away.
Adidas the next year gave him $260 million. In fact, he was so amazing that year, Jeff, the players negotiated for an inclusion of a quote-unquote Rose Rule in the CBA, which allowed players like Rose, who are reaching All-NBA or MVP heights while on their rookie contract, to make more money on their second contract.
Yep.
So the NBA can thank him for having such a great year at such a young age.
Yep.
He wasn't just putting up numbers. He was
Great.
the most explosive player I've ever seen play basketball. When I saw Derrick Rose play in 2010, there was nothing like Derrick Rose. It was like you shut out of a cannon. So the way that Russell Westbrook plays now, it was Derrick Rose before that.
No doubt.
He will not make the Hall of Fame. And that is sad. That's unfortunate,
The
dog.
only MVP.
But you can look at it. Bill Walton got in from MVP.
But I don't see how you can even argue for Derrick Rose now.
You can't.
Like he can't play 2 games in a row anymore.
Yeah, man.
Like he's out for 3 weeks now.
He's out for 3 weeks.
Right ankle.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And they need him.
They need
They
him.
need him.
This was the year.
Sure.
This was his bounce back year to get him
This
a
was
bag.
it. Yeah.
He's still young enough to get a bag.
Still enough. He has his own shoe, man. Adidas drops his shoe, and we didn't even know. The D-Rose 8 comes out this year. We don't even know about it.
That's this sadder story. Yeah, we can't get off on a tangent.
Yeah.
He or Penny?
Him. Penny.
Yeah, come on now.
Penny. Because Penny had 3 MVP level years.
It was just Jordan was still there.
It was just Jordan was still there.
Yeah.
Penny Hardaway,
Yeah.
transcendent talent for 3 to 4 years. Derrick Rose had 2 years max. At least Derrick Rose is still going to get 19 and 6.
Yeah.
Penny Hardaway was never. He was a shell of himself
Yeah.
past that. Grant Hill was a shell of himself past that.
Yeah, but Grant Hill was smart enough to develop another portion of his
The
game.
boys had 1 game. Derrick Rose has 1 game. He can't play any other way. Yeah, I hate that, man.
Sad.
That's sad, man. That's tough, man. Next person, Rajon Rondo, 2006. He got drafted in 2006 to current. At one point, now this is what I'm trying to tell you.
He was top 5 in the position.
Rajon Rondo was on track for a Hall of Fame.
Yep.
There's no question. The
Ray Allen split up the team, broke up the band.
integral part of that 2018, and when they decided to rebuild, he goes to Dallas, and I thought it was going to work him and Monte Ellis.
Yeah.
He was there for, 40 games? And dude.
Now, you talk about a bad teammate.
Rajon Rondo is a terrible teammate. No, it's 2 people in the world that like Rajon Rondo. KG and Paul
That's
Pierce.
the only 2
It's
people.
the only 2 people. And DeMarcus Cousins loves him. But all these people,
look at those people. Look at people like.
You understand?
Yeah.
God, listen, man. The thing with him, though, he was the first, walking triple-double defending point guard.
He still can defend.
Yeah, no, for sure. But this kid, man.
Still can defend. Yeah.
Still can defend.
He was giving IT fits in the playoffs.
Yeah. He's like
too old with him until he got hurt in the playoffs.
He's like an old school cassette tape. You know, he's a throwback point guard.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's not the one to go get you a bucket per se.
No, hell no. But trouble, valuable.
Yeah. Don't have a back down bone.
Hell no, man.
Which is sometimes gets him in trouble.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And now you look at players, Russell Westbrook, your Stephen Curry, your Damian Lillard, they're aux cords, compared to Rajon Rondo, chip off the old block, for sure. But definitely never a Hall of Fame. Nah, it's tough, man. Zach Randolph, 2001 until current. Top 5 nickname in NBA history.
Z-Bo.
First name 20, last name 10.
I forgot about that.
Woo! He started off rocky because Zach Randolph
Jailblazers.
is a listen. Zach Randolph.
I think somebody want to get in.
He's a nightmare, man. But he found home in Memphis. Now he's a record A&R person in Memphis.
Yep.
He found Moneybag Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
You understand? Come on, man.
Memphis, the Grizzlies have to give him a stake in their franchise
Man.
once he retires, because he and Tony Allen made that team.
Yeah, ain't no question. Grit
You
and
know what I'm
grind.
saying?
They are the
They
grit
made
and the
that
grind.
team.
Yeah, no, for sure. Career 16-9, Jeff. Never played in the championship. Was he top 5 in his position? He was maybe number 6.
Arguably.
He was top 5.
Arguably
Top 5.
in certain years,
Consistently consistent
always
with Zach Randolph.
always
but not a Hall of Fame.
best MTV cribs for NBA person ever, probably.
I remember that. It was tough. It was tough. I remember that.
Zach was rough.
I was just bring back NBA good.
They tried. They tried to bring him back on Snapchat.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They did. Didn't work.
I don't got a Snapchat. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I know it. I just follow social media. So. Yeah. Number 6.
What's our percentages on Zach?
0.
0 on Zach.
Zero,
What you
zero.
got?
I'll
Zero.
take it in.
I'm not saying 0. I
Not
can
Too much.
I
I mean, too much off the court baggage.
but
A
it's
lot off.
but consistently
I don't
always.
want to break up his,
Yeah,
his
yeah,
bird.
yeah,
Bird,
yeah.
Bird, man.
Yeah, I ain't even saying.
Number
Yeah,
6.
go edit that out.
Yeah. Jamal Crawford.
This. I was happy you put this on there because go ahead.
Yeah, he's 2,000 the current. What do you think?
As a specialist,
Jamal Crawford is a specialist.
6-man specialist.
exactly.
They should rename the 6-man
Yeah.
award to
The
him.
Jamal Crawford Award.
He's the only person winning, 3 times?
Yep.
15 career.
Flat out play.
Just a score,
To
man.
this day,
Yeah.
they still get a bucket
Yeah.
on whoever. To
Never
this day.
top 5 at his position, but as a
As a
specialist.
specialist, just as a specialist,
I still
just as a specialist,
played on 12 teams, yeah.
as a specialist,
As a specialist. He plays for the Timberwolves right now.
and
As a specialist.
as a specialist,
As a specialist. Top 5 crossovers in the game.
easy.
He dropped you.
He could have made an all-star team one year. I think when he was with Atlanta,
Yeah,
he had a really good chance. It just never really.
he never wanted it though. He wants to be a specialist. He's Ginobili minus getting the position to start, like Ginobili. You know how Ginobili would like to come off the bench and be the sixth
Ginobili
man.
is a lock, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but that's what I'm
I
saying.
was referring to
Yeah,
that part.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanted to be that scorer off the bench
Yeah.
to bring the second unit in.
Yeah.
Probably should pause that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jamal Crawford for sure.
Yeah. He could play. I mean, you want Jamal Crawford on your team.
Percentages of him being a Hall of Famer, though.
Ah, man. You get
Less than 10.
Yeah, unless they create the specialist part for him.
So a
He needs
contributor?
to
He's
Yeah.
a contributor.
Like he's like a closer in
He's a
Major League
Oh,
Baseball.
okay, I see what
You see what I'm saying?
See what you're saying.
6 man,
Mm-hmm.
the wing
That's-
is Jamal Crawford.
I like that.
Yeah,
Jamal Crawford wins.
exactly.
I like
Especially.
He's a
that. You
specialist.
need to get paid for that, Jimmy.
I'm ashamed. I'm here. I'm trying to earn
Tony
my contract,
Yeah. Tony Allen, you get him there for
Swaggy P. Swaggy P.
Swaggy for what?
The same type of person. Is a specialist.
Lou Williams.
Sweet Lou.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lou
Lou
Williams.
Williams.
Don't say Swaggy P.
Eric Gordon will get there.
Wait. Swaggy P and Sweet Lou Williams the same player. I know that, right?
Nah, Lou.
That's
I'll
not
take
true.
Lou Williams Swaggy P all day.
Tomorrow. Give me Lou Williams
Cameraman.
every day.
Okay.
Give me Lou Williams every day on a Sunday.
Okay.
Number 7,
Shout out to Nick Young.
Meta World Peace.
Mm.
Ron Artest.
That's what got him out of there. Metal World Peace.
Better words.
Panda friend. Whatever. 1999, 2017. It's a shame that the career of Ron Artest, Meta World Peace. What's the number? Sweet Panda?
Yeah. Better words. Psychopath.
Yeah, for sure. He's going to be remembered for the Malice in the Palace.
Yeah.
And it comes up the fact that he was a transcendent talent on defense.
Easy.
Crazy. They said he had the strongest hands that that anybody's ever played against a defense. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he's a beast, man. But
I'll never forget.
he got in the way.
I'll never forget when Jordan came back with the Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked Ron, how do you feel about having to guard Michael Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
He said, for Queensbridge Projects, I ain't scared of nothing. Oh, no.
I'm serious.
Oh,
He
dead
had
serious.
hands.
They were not ready for it at all.
No.
No more questions, Ron. No more questions.
QB. Shout out to Queens. Got a championship, though.
Yeah.
One time.
What you got?
Yeah. Got one. Started on that team.
Yeah.
Kobe said, I was playing against him that year with the Rockets. And I
Yeah.
was like, he has to come.
Yeah.
He has to be on my team. I
Yeah.
need him. And he helped my boy win that.
Yeah.
For sure.
You want him on your team.
You want Ron Artest. You want Draymond.
Focused Ron Artest.
That he's never. When are you gonna get that?
When he's focused, you want him on your team.
When was he ever focused?
Pacers Ron Artest was focused.
He was still drinking hen.
Ron Artest, Jermaine O'Neal. Remember that team?
Ron
Jamal
Artest.
Tinsley,
Yeah.
Ron Artest, Steven Jackson,
Yeah.
Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah.
That was a squad.
Austin Crocier.
Yeah. No need to break up that guy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's one of the league
He got a
scorers.
contract.
He got a bag.
He
got
played
70.
well against your Lakers.
70.
They got a bag.
He got
and
70.
did
He
Nothing
did nothing.
after that.
What is Ron Artest's chances of getting into the Hall of Fame?
I hope he goes just for the Hall of Fame speeches.
It's a couple of people. Marshawn Lynch
Most
goes just for his
just
speech.
for the speech.
Most definitely.
I think it's like 20%.
I say Ron Artest has a 35% chance of being in the Hall of Fame. Got a championship, played at a high level, defensive player of the year. If it was a specialist wing, he would be in the specialist wing.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Did he have any Olympics? He didn't have any Olympics.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
College career.
Nope.
Only thing you got to think about accolades is
That's what's gonna hurt D Rose. If he had a good college career,
He might have got
it might have got him.
But he got D Rose got to go. Man.
He gotta go middle.
He might then.
Nah, he
Nah,
was free
nah,
throw.
you know what?
He was in free throw.
Now we're talking about college. That's tough. Yeah, tough. Last but not least, and this is the wild
That's why I
part.
stopped watching college basketball.
No, for real. I think the boy what's the boy name we were just talking about? Derrick Rose got one. I think he got one.
Let's talk about the last guy.
Andre Iguodala,
Okay.
Uh-oh.
the other AI in Philly.
Yep.
That's where it started.
Absolutely.
Great defensive player.
Great two-way player.
Great two-way player in
his
his
day.
prime.
In his day.
A great two-way player. His Hall of Fame chances, though, because you got to think about it. He's an all-star.
Let's talk about this.
All defensive second team.
Yeah.
Olympic gold medal.
Let's talk about it.
NBA MVP.
Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Come on now.
He got
Robbed of a dunk contest.
Robbed of a dunk contest. That helps.
That helps. I think he's in.
Do you think Andre Iguodala is a Hall of Fame?
Best player on an NBA championship team in the finals. He got the finals MVP. He got the finals MVP. Remember, your boy didn't show up in the finals. Don't.
He was hurt.
Okay. No, he was not hurt that year.
He was hurt.
Not that year.
He was hurt
not
that
the
year.
8. Not the year Iguodala won the finals MVP.
Yeah, he was hurt that year.
That was the first year.
That was the first year.
He was hurt that year.
So Steph was hurt that year.
Yeah, he was hurt.
I think he hurt the second year.
He was hurt the second year. That's how
No,
I
the second,
he was hurt the
now
second
the second year
That's
is
how I
the
say he was
year.
hurt the second
The second year is the year that LeBron won.
because LeBron had won.
Yeah, no, because he was hurt.
Wait, so which year was he hurt, Jay?
He was hurting both of them.
Oh, get the hell.
No, for real.
Okay,
That's a lot of
let's
time.
just stay focused. Let's
Yeah.
stay focused. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Iguodala
Yeah.
sacrificed a lot.
Yeah.
Going to Golden State.
He did, for sure.
Because if he stays Denver, he's a Hall of Fame on his own.
That's not true.
His stats would have gotten him.
That's not true.
He had enough playoff won.
They wouldn't have won shit, Jay.
I didn't say he would have won anything.
He would. I'm telling you, he would just be a service. He would be Joe Johnson.
Fringe.
He would be a fringe, not even a fringe Hall of Fame.
If you add in his stats from Philly, and then the defense,
He's an all-star.
that's what I'm trying to say. Then the defensive stuff he did, defensive second team, could borderline first team a couple of times.
Borderline.
Yeah, he's still playing that type of basketball now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he's in, man.
I don't think he's in. I think there's a 30% chance of him being a Hall of
As a
Fame.
Finals MVP, he doesn't get in.
No.
I don't think he gets in either.
It's close, man.
It's close.
It's over.
It's
It's
not
over.
first
It's
ballot.
over.
It's not over.
No. It's over.
Definitely not first.
It's not first ballot. No, but I think it's over 50.
Iguodala have to win another Finals MVP.
But isn't it weird he got that Finals MVP?
Yeah. It is.
LeBron should have got that.
He
Because LeBron balled it.
No, he gave LeBron fits that year.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah,
gets LeBron
LeBron
fits all the time.
Yeah,
His whole
he's a
career
great
he gave
defensive
LeBron.
player.
Yeah, great defensive
Great
player.
defensive player.
Not saying he stopped LeBron. Don't look like that. I didn't say he stopped
Nah,
LeBron.
he didn't stop. Nobody can stop.
No, nobody can stop.
So like how you who'd you drop at the end? It was a wild card. CJ2K.
Yeah.
What about Amari Stoudemire?
What about Manu Ginobili?
I
Now
just
it's
shoe
a
in.
lock.
Really?
It's a
Tony
lock.
Parker?
Shoe in.
Lock.
They going in together, probably.
Lock.
They're probably
They got a
holding them.
wing.
They're probably
They got a
holding
whole
them back.
San Antonio
and just
wing.
put them all in
Yeah,
together.
sure.
Bruce
Amari.
Bowen?
Probably.
Bruce Bowen was the best specialist though. He had to be.
Yeah.
Bruce Bowen's not a Hall of Famer, huh?
Nah.
Amari
Amari's
Stoudemire's
not
career 20-8, huh?
I just hate he got hurt because he was.
Career 20-8.
But
Gotta-
that year they shoved Steve Nash to the scores
that
table.
hurt him.
That was their year.
Yeah, that hurt.
That was their year.
That pick and roll with Nash and Amari.
You know
That's the
what I'm
reason that Nash got those two MVPs.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
because of
That
Amari.
year they shoved him against the scores table was the second year, and that was the year they were supposed to go.
Steve Nash is a Hall of Famer. And he should
Hands
thank,
down.
yeah, and he should thank Amari Stoudemire for that.
He had prime Amari. He had before Michael surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Amari is.
Amari
That's
he
tough.
got that bag from the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Punched the fire.
Taking
extinguisher.
baths and red wine. Like, come on, man.
That's stats, man.
It's turned into
His nickname is
a black Jew. So, there we go. Another
Wait, that
one
is-
in the books.
That went left.
Yeah, you take baths.
It
You-
was wrong.
I don't know what it is.
Not in wine, just
Just
bath
bath.
bombs. Just take baths. You know.
I'm not gonna respond.
Yeah. And look, and he sleeps. Yeah, he typically takes baths. Look, and he sleeps with a mask on. You know,
You a fly dude.
Yeah.
I get that.
he sleeps in a mask on. Sleep mask. Sleep mask Weezy.
Batman.
Well, I almost said so. Let's roll, boy. Let's roll. Let's roll.
Another one in the books, man. Let us
So,
know,
yeah.
man. What y'all think, man? What did we leave out anybody? Of course we left out somebody. We
course.
couldn't have every damn body. Cameraman, what's popping?
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Not for
Is this a
sure.
Thanksgiving episode?
Yeah, for sure. What are you thankful for, Jeff?
I'm thankful for getting this opportunity right here.
I mean, I appreciate you
You know what I'm
being
saying?
here, man.
This is good
Most
stuff
definitely.
right
What
here.
are you thankful for, Weezy?
I'm thankful for peace on earth, man. It ain't no peace.
I'm about to see what the hell you find that at, Weez.
I'm thankful for peace on earth, man. What you thankful for?
I'm thankful for health, man.
Yeah.
Thankful for health. Having some good friends and family,
Yeah.
for sure.
What you doing for Thanksgiving, Joe?
Man,
Weezy, here you go.
I don't know. Man. Like, now I know my family going out of town. I ain't gonna be able to make it. I
Okay.
What about you?
gotta work.
He did this. It was a setup for me.
Yeah,
He set me up.
I know. I was trying to talk along the video.
Yeah.
What
So,
you doing
we
who could at the house?
yeah. Don't disrespect my mama.
Nah, I'm not
That's what
saying
I'm
that.
saying.
I'm just
It
saying
can go a whole nother way in here. I
I'm
love
just
my
saying
mom.
that.
Shout out to my mom.
I love your mom too.
Yeah, my
I love your
mama cooks. Don't do that.
I'm saying your mom can cook.
Yeah.
I'm saying we could at the house.
Yeah, it ain't in the can, is it?
Hey!
Ain't never been in the can. You got my
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah,
Never been in the
for
can.
sure. But don't forget to tell a friend, man.
To tell a friend.
To tell the friend bringing the yams to the
Man. Banana pudding friend.
Yeah.
Call Jay on Thanksgiving, y'all.
The mac and cheese.
Yeah, I'll answer the phone.
Yeah, you sure
I won't
is,
be
boy.
busy. I won't be busy. We out, y'all.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.